Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Tonight, I'll take you to a place beyond the noise. Beyond the thoughts, a hidden lake that only appears when the heart is ready to rest. There, the stars shine softer. The wind carries stories. Glowing lanterns float like dreams on water. If you've had a long day, if your mind keeps wandering, let this gentle story carry you across the quiet night. Welcome to the Lantern Lake, where sleep begins with light. In the quiet village of Elder Hollow, the wind spoke in gentle tones. Most people never noticed, but Elliot did. Each night, just before drifting off, he'd listen to its hum. But one evening, the whisper changed. It spoke a name, Lantern Lake. He sat up slowly, curious but calm. The wind swirled softly around his window, as if inviting him. Elliot had heard stories as a child, but could this place be real? With a peaceful heart and steady breath, he packed a small bag, lit an old lantern, and stepped quietly into the silver-blue night. Elliot walked through moonlit trees, their tall trunks glowing with dew. The Forest of Echoes was not known on any map. It revealed itself only when silence lived in your soul. Each footstep felt soft, padded by moss and ancient leaves. He paused by a tree where soft echoes of laughter and lullabies drifted on the breeze. A silver-furred fox appeared from behind a rock. It tilted its head, then turned, trotting ahead. Elliot followed calmly, as if guided by an old friend he never knew he had. The deeper he went, the quieter the world became. At dawn, Elliot arrived at a wide, gentle stream. A stone bridge arched across it, aged by time but still standing. The stream whispered beneath, singing a song only the dreaming could hear. Elliot sat on the bridge, letting the slow rhythm of the water steady his breath. Tiny golden fish danced below, glowing like lanterns themselves. He dipped his hand in the water. It was warm, not in temperature, but in feeling. As he rested, clouds drifted above, their shapes like boats in the sky. Everything here moved slower, softer, as if time had been lulled to sleep. Across the bridge sat a small cottage surrounded by glowing orbs. A woman, old but kind-eyed, tended to them gently. "You've come far," she said. "And yet, you've only just begun." Her name was Malia, the Lightkeeper. She invited Elliot in, offering tea that smelled like stars. "Lantern Lake appears only to those who carry peace," she explained. "You're almost ready." Elliot asked about the lanterns. "They're dreams," she smiled. "Set afloat by quiet hearts." That night, Elliot slept in the cottage, the soft hum of floating lights outside lulling him deeper than ever before. In the morning, Malia handed him a pouch of glowing petals. "They'll guide you," she said. Elliot followed a trail where the petals naturally settled, like the wind was drawing him forward. The path curved gently, through soft hills and low trees whose leaves glistened with morning mist. Every few steps, Elliot saw a new flower open, glowing for just a moment before dimming, as if bowing in welcome. Birds didn't sing here, they whispered. Even the air felt. Each step soothed his thoughts, gently pulling his mind into the rhythm of the land. And there it was. Lantern Lake. Still, vast, and shimmering beneath a sky of deep velvet blue. Thousands of glowing lanterns floated across the water, bobbing like drifting wishes. No sound. No wind. Just a calm that filled every breath. Elliot stepped forward, lit his lantern, and released it onto the surface. It floated easily, as if weightless. A gentle warmth spread from his chest outward. For the first time in years, he felt completely still. Around him, the lake glowed softly, gold, silver, and pale blue light dancing across water smooth as glass. By the shore sat a wooden boat, tied loosely as if waiting. Elliot stepped in, and it glided forward on its own, quiet as thought. The lake reflected the stars perfectly. Above and below became one. As the boat moved, he passed other lanterns. Some held dreams, others held names. All were peaceful. Elliot leaned back, letting the hush of the lake surround him. His eyes grew heavier with each gentle wave. Elliot didn't notice when the boat stopped or when he stepped back onto land. The journey had left him lighter, his thoughts like clouds on a breeze. He found the trail again, marked by faint petals and whispering winds. With every step back, the world grew brighter, not louder, but more alive. The forest welcomed him gently. When he finally saw his cottage again, he paused, listening. The wind still whispered, but this time, it said you belong. Elliot smiled, stepped inside, and placed the lantern by his window. He smiled faintly, as if remembering something his heart had always known but his mind had long forgotten. Elliot didn't speak of Lantern Lake loudly. Instead, he began telling bedtime stories to children in Elder Hollow. His voice, slow and kind, carried a calmness that made even the busiest minds quiet. He lit the lantern every evening before bed. People said they dreamed deeper when Elliot spoke, dreams of stars, water, and soft glowing lights. The village changed, subtly. People moved slower. They smiled more. Elliot's calm had become their calm. And though no one else saw the lake, many felt they had visited. Years passed, but Elliot never forgot. Every night, he lit the lantern and whispered the same wish. Let everyone who listens tonight find their way to peace. And somewhere, far beyond the edges of maps, Lantern Lake continues to shine. It waits for the quiet-hearted, for the dreamers, for those ready to sleep. Maybe tonight, it will find you too. So rest now. Let your breath slow. Let your thoughts float like lanterns on calm water. And drift gently into dreams.